Hello everyone and welcome back. We're going to be watching Special 1, Attack on Titan. We've been waiting so long for this episode and you guys were informing us on what to expect because I thought we were possibly going to get a few more episodes, 20 minutes long, but apparently this episode is 1 hour and there is going to be another episode coming out in fall. So I'm guessing that's going to be movie length or maybe an hour. I'm sure there's a lot to cover still.
Wow, we have to wait that long for the next
So that means whatever's going to happen in this episode isn't going to get finished.
So, anywho, guys, Storm here.
Tom here.
Kimmy here.
Let's get into this episode.
All right.
Let's do it.
Don't end it there.
It's a good question.
I knew they were going to.
I know. I mean, I'm glad they made it to Eren because I'm like, maybe that's going to be the next special. And I'm like, we have to wait so long to see it. But I know the deadlines are harsh and the animation's incredible. I mean, a lot of love and hard work went into this, but wow.
Man, they made it. They made it there. They're doing what they can.
Yeah. You know this is what's going to happen, but just to see the brutal force of them just trampling, killing all types of people, just the innocents, families, kids, it's just...
Well, you see all the little glimmers of hope.
Mm-hmm. That you just got to keep trying. You just don't want to give up. Some do, but it's like, I would think I would keep trying, but it's just the inevitable. Like, you keep trying to run, and they just catch up to you once you see the steam.
Well, I mean... Look at everything that's been going on. It's like Hanji had a little glimmer of hope to slow him down, and she did. But
she
all
was
the stuff
and
that
Gabi, and Falco. I mean, they all had like little glimpses, and they have to do what they can.
Yeah.
I mean, to stop him, there's just and he's kind of like giving them, okay, you have the freedom to do what you want. You know, you have the freedom to do. You know,
it's almost kind of like taunting them in a way too, because like you can't stop me, so
right. I'll give you.
I'm not gonna even bother.
I'm taking it more as because we keep. I mean, I can't even fathom this level. I mean, I can't even fathom like murdering people anyways, just to put that out there. But with this, like, we're hearing all these different stories of, Connie, everyone talking about, and even Armin when he was talking to Annie, which was really cute that they had that moment.
Yes.
But there's just so much death going on that, they know the weight of that. And Annie's like, oh, we can't even, like, here we are just discussing this type of stuff when everyone else is dying, and like millions and millions of people are dying. And everyone... Like, he's like, I don't like to be called a good person because I've murdered a ton of people, too. Like, yes. I am a monster. And I feel like that's so terrible to think that of yourself. But he did murder a lot of innocent people. Mm-hmm. He really did. And everyone, even Jean talking to Reiner saying, like, because they were at Oz for a long time. Mm-hmm. And he's like, I understand you now. I understand what you're going through. Like, they've all done terrible things, trying to do the right... trying to do what's right in their heart, but what they believe is right. Mm-hmm. And here Eren, like, talking to that boy in the beginning and seeing flashbacks because he can travel through time. And when he was a kid, he had these future memories of what was to come. And then apologizing to that boy saying, I'm so sorry, I'm so sorry, I'm so sorry. Like, I feel like Eren is just at the point of no return where he feels so obligated, heavily obligated to carry this out, to protect what he knows because everything else, like everyone else is a threat. No matter what the cost is. Yeah, everyone else is an enemy that he has to go through with this, and he just committed to it so strongly that he's like, I can't just back out of this and be like, oh, okay, because then it might make him look worse to be like, oh crap, I did something wrong, whoops, and back out of it. Like, he just has to go through the whole thing. So I think him giving his friends freedom, because that's what he always wanted for them, he wants them to make the ultimate choice to stop him. If that's what they want to do, because he just feels he has no choice anymore, that he has to do this mission to kill off everyone to have his end goal of peace for Paradise Island. And it's so sickening. So seeing Eren struggle with that and really sobbing, saying, sorry, so sorry, I'm so sorry, and talking to the boy about it, way in the past, and then, seeing those future glimpses or the present glimpses now, like it really weighs hard on him. So I don't think there's any way out of this. I think they're going to absolutely have to kill him.
Yeah, because he says, I'm going forward. I'm not going to stop. I'm going to fight. So...
And that makes more sense to me because we talked about that a few times where I was just like, you know, I know Mikasa has feelings for him, and I think that's going to come to play. Like Annie even asking her, like, what are you going to do? Are you going to be able to kill Eren? I think that's really good that she's constantly reminding her, making her think about it. And I know Mikasa's smart, but emotions, like, I can't even imagine, like, he's family to you, and it's coming down to the point where what do you do? Like, you have to end him.
I bet she's going to have to be the one to do it.
Yeah, I kind of think that too, because we're building up to that. And here, again, Eren, like, they're all very smart people. Like, Eren committed to murdering the whole world, pretty much. So, you know, even if Mikasa talks to him and says something, I don't think he's going to change his mind anyway. So him having that discussion through that realm, you know, being like, yeah, you're not going to stop me, so don't try it this way. Yeah, like, you have to kill me, so that way they don't put an extra risk trying to talk to him up close. Although they are still trying. I don't know. This is like so devastating.
It is.
It's like,
even when they were trying to get out of the hangar, you know, filling, you know, the fuel tank up, and then Flock coming in out of nowhere.
Yeah.
And he's so committed to his cause, you know, right to the end, you know, for his story.
Yeah.
You know,
I thought he was going to kill somebody there, but he didn't.
Yeah.
No, but, you know,
I thought he would
it made it that, you know, close to where they couldn't, you know, they might not have taken off.
And
we lost Hanji.
I know. We all loved Hanji. We lost so many good people in this series, and the way she went out, like, it was so great, and how she was so proud to do it because she was like not, I mean, she's such a brave person anyways, but that's how, like, we'll remember her character because, like, she went in kind of doing what she loves, and she was doing it for a great cause, and she was helping her friends to save humanity, and then she was able to be up close and personal to these devastating, rumbling, colossal titans. So she was, like, in her glory, but what a way to die, to burn alive like that.
Oh,
But it was nice. It was nice, the after image where we all got confused for a second, like, how
I like
is
that.
she still alive?
Wait, is she still alive?
Yeah, I know she was in perfect condition and just in the footprints.
Well, she still didn't have her eye back, but...
I know, you're right, you just say that. But, you know, she was talking to Arwen and everyone there, and...
It was nice to see all them again, too.
It was, and it was peaceful. Like, oh, no, we're still in hell. We're not getting out of that. But it was good to see that there is something nice.
It's almost like Valhalla, you know? Like, you made it. You know, you worked for the cause, and
it's peace.
This paradise.
That's what we all hope for, is something, like, positive, peaceful afterwards. Yeah. And, you know, I'm really happy that, like, they're all together talking. So that's kind of nice instead of just being by yourself. But it is absolutely, like, everything captured in this special, like, you just feel it all. And right from the start, just watching the rumbling again, and, like, I don't know about you guys, but I kept putting myself in the scenario of what would I do. You know, I think I would keep trying to run, but it just gets to the point you try so hard you can't escape the colossals at all.
Right, and it's not like just in one area. I mean, there's a wall of them.
Yeah,
I mean, they're miles long, and it's like going up onto the highest mountain doesn't stop them. You know, going into the water doesn't stop them.
Yeah.
And like Dawn said, it was like, you have to go underground. You'd have to go deeply underground.
If that even works. Because I know the steam, too, like, if you go up high, like, you can... I mean, they were flying really high over them, so that was working. So, and even jumping, but Annie talking about, oh, well, there'll be fish and there'll be birds left, at least, to eat. Like, it's so crazy to even think that way. But, yeah, I would think, like, deep underground, if you were, like, deep enough that you'd be able... Like, the rocks would absorb the heat and stuff, and the weight, that you possibly survive. So maybe some underground cities somewhere will survive. But it's just, it puts you in that desperate, hopeless mode of, what do you do? You know, like, you put hope in others, you try to fight.
Kiss your ass goodbye.
Yeah, and the good thing was, I mean, everything is so close together now, but we saw some of the family members of our main characters survive going on the train to this main place.
Yes, and Reiner's mom.
Yeah, we saw Annie's, like, father figure, and then, you know, we saw Reiner's mom, and we saw a few other family members I recognized. And it's great that they were all kind of grouped together in that way. And for Reiner's mom to, like, collapse and talk about, like, I was never a true mom to him. I was always for, like, this cause. And it just shows, like, when hell breaks loose and everyone pretty much is on the same side now against this great evil that's just murdering everyone.
Well, I mean, you don't really have a choice. It's either,
Right.
Yeah.
You're dead or you try to fight back.
Yeah. And isn't that crazy with all the different, I mean, in a very sick, disturbing way, Aaron's actually bringing everyone together. Him murdering everyone is making everyone work together because they have to literally save humanity now.
Yeah, when you wipe out most of the world, though, you only have 3 people left. I mean, what else are you going to do?
Yeah. And we had a few people actually agreeing with Zeke's plan about, making sure that, the Eldians couldn't get pregnant. And I do agree. I mean, I know it's terrible, but... it's like walking, not even with like a nuclear bomb. It's like every single person has a nuclear bomb on them.
Right.
To
and
stop,
they can have their own agendas.
Yeah. And I mean, and even if they're killed a certain way, they turn into this huge bomb. So I'm kind of like, it's terrible, but I would want them to live their lives peacefully. I would want them to be okay. But I just think they shouldn't have kids to make more of these nuclear bombs. It just gets in the wrong hand, not used properly, and then people's major like extremists and their ideals, like it's just too dangerous. So it just, I don't know. It's just awful.
And then for him just to be hanging there like a good luck charm.
I felt bad for Zeke
and
because
for Levi to come and it was great that they did accomplish. They did get him off of them. So.
And I feel bad for him because I don't think he has his own free will at all either. So.
Well, I mean, if you look at him, he was kind of all grayed
zombie.
Out.
Yeah,
he
was
drained out,
zombified.
like controlled completely, and out of control. Yeah, he's in Aaron's control completely.
Yeah, so he didn't want all this. He wanted to sterilize everybody. So it just really sucks for him. And I know Aaron fully knows what he's doing, and he knows the contradictions. But here, like, Zeke has no freedom, like, there's so many people who don't have freedom, but he has to take people's freedoms away, like you said, to create freedom for others. And it's just, I know he's trying to do something that others couldn't, but it's just a terrible way to do things. Yeah.
Look at the cost.
Because as we discussed, even if it's just Paradise Island in the end, eventually, I mean, even with a small group of people, but eventually they're going to populate and there's going to be a ton of people. There's going to be all kinds of other wars because people just don't think the same, and it's just how human nature is.
Especially after years and years go by, people forget what happened in the past.
And that's what's scary.
They're doomed to repeat it again.
Yeah, I try to like hide history books and stuff so you can't actually know what happened in actual history.
Erase their memories.
Yeah, or erase their memories again. Yeah, so it's just very devastating all around. But just to I love the animation. I can't imagine, how hard it was to finish everything on time. But, just watching Hanji fly through the Colossals and it was so intense, just so energetic all the way through. And, being able to know your whereabouts while you're flying and flipping through the air and going through huge, gigantic legs and, and not getting smushed right away. Yeah, just trying not to
took a lot
fly
down
out.
before she died.
She did. She absolutely did. So she truly, I'm glad it wasn't for nothing. I knew it was going to be epic, but I'm glad that she took out a lot to slow them down.
And she saved her friends. She really did.
She did.
Yeah, because they would have been trampled, a lot sooner if it wasn't for her.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And it's weird seeing the ship with Annie, go adjacent to them, and then they're going to be okay for a little bit. So you could possibly avoid the Colossals if you have enough girth or enough room to get around them and then just go after them once things cool down. But there's nothing left. So you can't even hunt for food or get water.
You have to go into deep enough oceans where they travel below you or something or.
Yeah, because they do swim. We saw them when they went deep in the ocean. They actually start swimming and stuff. So that's actually a good point too. I know it'll get really hot still, but I just try to think of all kinds of scenarios of what you could do to escape something like that. But absolutely incredible, very devastating. And just to again ask, do you think Aaron's going to succeed and kill off everyone outside the island, or do you think someone's going to kill him, or are they all going to succeed in killing him first and ending it before it reaches that mountain?
I think they're going to succeed with Annie's help.
Yeah, okay.
I think Annie somehow is going
I agree, but I think we're going to lose a few more valuable people before that.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
I mean, I want to have hope. I am really hoping, because now everyone's there, that the people on the mountain will survive. They'll stop the rumbling before it gets there, like right before. I think we will lose more people, absolutely. And I think it's going to come down to the original three with Armin, Mikasa, and Aaron. So I think they're going to... I don't think talking's in the
I wonder if
anymore.
well, maybe something dramatic like Armin dying again or Mikasa dying that will actually snap him out of it. Because remember how he was when Armin died the first time?
Yeah.
He was so out there, so maybe he needs something like that to bring him back. But if he can come back, I don't even know if he can at this point. But
I doubt this would even work, but I even had a quick thought of all his close team members, their family to him, and having them like hold hands and be on top of that cliff and be like, "We're gonna die because of you." Like,
Mikasa is gonna have her scarf in her hand.
I know. F you.
She strangles him with the scarf.
And that's what you want, right? We're gonna go over like a tooth or a canine. Not even, because that's even too big. But I mean, I would hope something like that would kind of snap him out of it, but I think he's fully aware. I think he's very smart. He's not clouded by he knows exactly what he's doing. I don't think anyone's going to stop him. And
he's
been
too premeditated, too calculated. He's not going to stop.
And he doesn't want to do it, but he feels like he has to. He's obligated to kill all these people, and he doesn't want to. And it's good to see that side of him breaking down and then feeling hopeless, like seeing that kid getting beaten by those three guys, and they're like, "Oh, he stole stuff. He's petty. We don't care about him. It's okay that we do this. It's pest control." And he's like, "This kid's gonna die anyway, so why do I even try to save him?" So he walks away and just helps him home later, and then apologizes and cries. But so he does care about people, but he just feels like he has to do this. So I feel like he's just saying, no matter what, I'm going to go through with this. So you have to kill me.
Sorry, really.
Yeah, like he's not like he is sorry, but he just feels like he's obligated to do this. Like there's no other option, and his friends have to kill him in order for it to stop. So very depressing.
Yes,
it's a very good show, though. It's very like deep. The characters are rich, and I love all of the characters, and it's just very devastating. I know all stories can't be happy, but woo!
I know it.
Another level of apocalypse.
Goodbye,
right?
Hanji.
Goodbye, Hanji.
One of my favorites.
The last special is going to be like, or the next special.
I know.
Yeah, that one's going to be called The Last of Us. There could be only one.
Like your shirt.
Yeah,
that's right.
I love my shirt. So let us know what you guys thought of this episode. Please, no spoilers. Those who are caught up with the manga, and I can't wait to see the next one.
Me too.
Yes.
Whatever that's going to be.
Yeah, I'm thinking fall is what I've been hearing from fans, but we'll see. So thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you very soon as always. Bye, guys. Bye.